Hi, Paul Hefty with the Triangle O football system. I want to talk about using multiple tight end sets in our Triangle O spread RPO system. You can see what we're going to do here is bring in an extra tight end to replace a wide receiver. We'll do this by using these 5 animal terms along with signals of tiger, elephant, jaguar, rhino, and hippo to make that personnel substitution efficient and effective. Key teaching point, we're going to use still our core formation calls and our RPO concepts out of the 2x2 or 3x1 sets, which we'll show here. You just have your tight ends now, the extra tight end, adjust the stem of their route with the RPO concept you're running. Note a second thing you can do is you can actually use a bongo signal or tag, which will then tell that extra tight end to go block the read key defender instead. Let's take a look. All right, our first 2 tight end set we'll do out of a 2x2, which is our duo right call, same as always. We just use a tiger verbal call on the sidelines, and then the signal is both arms and fists just straight upward. Once the players see that, then we know we've got a second tight end, which we call the T receiver now, replacing the X receiver when we go tiger. You can see on the left now that T is going to be a tight end with a traditional 3-point stance, and then the H-back now will be winged off and over him. You can do this where you align him inside over the tackle like your normal alignment, but I prefer the wing adjustment. I think it puts more strain on the defense. When we go 3x1, we still use our same trio call. We just yell tiger first, again with the arms and fists straight up in the air. So now the X comes out, the second tight end or the T receiver now comes in, and you can see we're in our normal 3x1 set to the right. Tight end or the T using his 3-point traditional tight end stance. Second one is now elephant, where we're going to have a tight end replace the Z receiver. You can see here to the right now the Z is out, and now the E is in that traditional 3-point stance. Everyone else is in their normal alignments, 2x2 set. The signal here now is both arms with their fists straight out to the sides extended. That's elephant. So once we give that, the Z knows he's out, and we've got that second tight end coming in to the call side here, duo right. We go 3x1, same exact thing. Z is out, E is in, and you can see the H comes over. Again, I like him winged outside and off of that second tight end, but you can choose to have him inside over and off the tackle in his normal alignment if you prefer. Third one is Jaguar, and this is probably the easiest to teach and the most flexibility. Our varsity here at State College High uses this quite a bit. The reason for that is we're going to have now the second tight end, which we call our J, is going to replace the A receiver, and we're still in our duo right, but you can see we're going to get a double H-back type formation where you have the ability to run everything in the system both towards the H or away from the H, because you've got one to each side. Again, here with the stance, now the J will use his traditional H-back, tailback 2-point stance like normal. When we go to 3x1, this is a unique way to stress the defensive front. Again, the J now is going to be just outside the H-back's alignment, and we're going to have 2 of those H-backs right next to each other, both using their 2-point tailback stance. Creates confusion for the front, and again, like I said, our varsity runs this quite a bit with a lot of success. All right, to finish up now, we're going to show some 3 tight end sets. This is great if you have the personnel because it creates a defense to cover 9 gaps across the front. First one is Rhino, and that is out of a 2x2 here, so it's Rhino duo right. The signal is now both arms with their fists upward but crossed now above the head. We're going to have the T replace the X receiver like Tiger, and then we're going to combine this with the E replacing the Z like elephant. You can see then we're going to get two traditional tight ends on each side along with the H as the wing. Again, you can determine if you want them outside or inside. The A then becomes a flexed flanker, again lining up on the hash like normal. When we go 3x1, it's still rhino. Again, signal with the arms up in the air above the head with them crossed now, with trio right as the formation call. Again, we've got the T and the E both on the line of scrimmage, double tight end, with the H now to the strong side, creating the 3 receiver set with the wing and the A flanker. Last then is 3 tight end set is hippo. We'll do it here first again out of 2x2. This combines now tiger and jaguar. Again, this is the easiest because it keeps the rules the most consistent for all the extra tight ends. Signal here now is now with both arms downward but crossed below the waist. Again, the T will replace the X and the J will replace the A receiver. We're going to have now this wing with the H again. You can determine inside and outside, and the J in a second H back alignment to the Z receiver side. Last then is out of a 3x1, again hippo, trio right, signal both arms crossed down below the waist. We're going to have the T as a traditional tight end, replace the X, and now we get this double H back side by side. Again, can create confusion with defensive fronts and gaps with that type of alignment. You can see now we've got multiple ways to use 2 and 3 tight ends, create confusion for the defense, but again, we'll continue to just use our core formations and calls and our core RPOs by either having those extra tight ends adjust the stem of their routes for their RPO concepts, or we can add the bongo signal or tag to where they will go block, that extra tight end will go block the read key defender. Thanks.